What is going on with people? I don't understand. Maybe you can make sense of this. I had a client, really nice lady, came to see me a few times. She's a nurse. And she was off for about a year. And I said, "Oh, are you planning on going back to work?" And she said, she worked in a hospital. And she said, "I'm afraid to go back to work because people are going to make fun of me." And I was shocked. And I said, "But you work with doctors and nurses in healthcare, in a hospital. You think that they're going to make fun of you?" And she said, "Well, maybe not my immediate department, but word gets around. And yeah, I believe that they'll make fun of me." So I dropped it. None of my business. But it got me to thinking, why would she think that? And it has to be that there's a history of a certain group of people, probably just a couple, who make fun of other people with medical conditions. And, it's like going to school. When you were in high school or grade school, whatever it was, and there'd be 500 students and they were all great, but there was like that one bully who made your life hell. And that just because that one bully, you didn't want to go back to school, they ruined your school life. It was just a nightmare. Well, there's bullies in the workplace. And then I had another lady. She came into my boutique. She was probably in her 70s. She lived just around the corner from the boutique, and her adult daughter lived with her in her home. And the adult daughter drove her mom to the boutique just a couple of blocks and made such a big fuss about the fact that she had to drive her mom in and what an inconvenience it was, even though she was living in her mother's house. I don't know what's going on in their lives. None of my business. But the mom got her breast prosthesis and her mastectomy bras, and then she ordered another bra in a color that I had to order in. So when it arrived, I said to her, "Hey, you're just around the corner. I can drop it off for you." Now, don't get excited. I do not do house calls. Don't even ask. It was just the exception to the rule, okay? And she said, "Thank you so much. That would be fantastic if you could drop it off. But does your car have signage on it? Does it say Twin Sisters Mastectomy Boutique?" I said, "No, it doesn't." And she goes, "Okay, that's great then, because I wouldn't want my neighbors to laugh at me." Wow. First of all, it's none of your neighbor's business what healthcare issues you have, so I wouldn't put a sign on my car, because that's kind of invading people's privacy or letting their information out. But more importantly, what kind of crap neighbors do you have? Do they bully you? I know I have a bully neighbor across the street from me. They are a nightmare. They bully everybody on the street. And if they were to see some car that said Twin Sisters Mastectomy roll up, and I know that they would definitely, in my opinion, bully whoever it was. That's just who they are. And it sounds like this lady has crap neighbors too, which is really awful, because everybody on my street is wonderful except for except for two neighbors. And, it's really hard. And this poor woman. And then recently I had somebody write in the comments section of one of my videos how they have a medical condition beyond their control and they have been ostracized for it. And I'm thinking, what is the world coming to? It's a small minority of people, like just a couple of people who can ruin people's lives and experiences. I mean, can you imagine making fun of people or laughing at people who have a health condition that could kill them? A health condition that causes so much stress and distraught, a state of being distraught, that you find joy and pleasure from mocking them, ostracizing them, laughing at them, bullying them? What kind of a person does that? I'm beyond words. I'm beyond words. And again, it's probably just the smallest 0.000% of people who are this crap, but it happens. They always seem to show up somewhere. So tell me if this has happened to you. By the way, hi, I'm Sherry from Twin Sisters Mastectomy Boutique. Tell me if this has happened to you and how you handled it in a peaceful way, because sharing your message can A, help support other people, and B, help us to find a way to deal with it in a healthy manner that maybe shuts that person down. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share, and comment down below. We'll see you soon.